38, and 7. But I think it's only for the first couple of minutes. I think Holly's was maybe more accurate.
And what was yours?
80.
80%.
But it's high.
That is high. It is.
It's.
high.
And I know for sure
your
it's
facial expressions, your demeanor, the way that you come at somebody with your agenda.
And that's and the number 2, improving communication skill. The second one is pay attention to nonverbal signals.
Yes, nonverbal cues.
So that means that when you're talking to the person, or the person is talking to you, that you need to be looking
There's
at them.
a lot left unsaid usually.
Because I could be saying, Julie, you're the nicest person I've ever met, and if you weren't looking at me, you wouldn't know what I was doing, would you?
I would not.
Should
I share what you were doing?
Yeah.
She was giving me the one finger wave.
With a smile on my face. So the smile came across in my voice, but if she wouldn't have been watching me, she wouldn't have known.
That's true.
See, Julie, you look really good.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, it's really good to see you.
I love it. That's so true, though.
It is so true. And so you could be smiling away and talking to somebody and just be mad.
Yeah.
Right.
And your body language would probably show that.
Absolutely.
And when somebody's watching television and they're not looking at you, you could be mooning them and all that kind of stuff, and they'd never know it. And you could just be carrying on a conversation, and they wouldn't know it. Another thing they said is what you said, Julie, is to try to set aside judgment.
We obviously live 2 very different lives.
I don't do that. I don't do that. Actually, who I was thinking of was my neighbor, to tell you the truth. Not Renee. Not Renee. The neighbor on the other side.
It's the other.
The other neighbor, that's right. Nonverbal signals that match your words. So I think that's really important if you're talking to several people or you're giving a speech. Julie, you're a speaker. How important is that?
Oh, my word. That's very, very important. Okay, I have a quick story.
Yes.
Do we have time? Okay. Oh. Do we?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Dang it. And it was it involved a large fart. I'm in one of my workshops, and it wasn't me.
I'm gonna.
It's a really good
We have
one.
to hear the fart story. Okay.
Okay. So I'm teaching this workshop. It's like a 3-hour workshop, and it's like near the end, and there's this guy sitting in front, and he's like hanging on my every word. If you can't see my facial expressions, but he was like totally
very
like,
focused.
Oh my gosh, she's like the smartest person ever. So I'm sharing this story, and it's a great story, and he farts super
I remember when this
loud. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I looked at him, and if you're farting, you go, excuse me, right?
Something.
But the expression on his face
something.
didn't even change. And so it took every ounce of self-control I had to not start laughing. And everyone in the room went, and I had to move away, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it was like huge blowout. It wasn't a silent, like,
Oh my goodness.
it was a,
Isn't that something?
yeah, and after
Etiquette, fart etiquette.
fart etiquette. But yeah, it was really hard for me to maintain self-control.
That's terrible.
work.
That's
Thank
terrible.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
And that's why you're a teacher. Hey, real quick, and please post on our Facebook how we can get a hold of you.
Absolutely.
But tell us right now how we can.
Well, you can go to my website,
Which is?
at www.coachjuliecarr.com, and I have a free
That's
download.
C-A-R-R.
Yes, C-A-R-R. Yep. And then I have a free download of my ebook.
Good,
7 ways
very good.
to discover your passion, live your purpose, and take back your life. Yeah, I'm going to
And
do a free
one of them
download.
was a fart.
It was my fart story. Yeah, but you can get a hold of me that way. And I'm just wrapping up an 8-week series that I did with 2 women. Wonderful, called 8 Weeks to a Kick Butt Life with No Regrets.
Very
It's
good.
Really good, yeah.
Very
so that
good.
should be available for purchase soon, too.
Good. And you post that on our page,
I
please.
will.
So coming up tomorrow night is the Divalution Project meeting at Vino at 7 o'clock. It's a really important meeting because we have 2 events coming up in August that we need to talk about and review and see who's doing what. So please be there, 7 o'clock, 510 Midland Street, Vino. tomorrow night, Wednesday. October 10th is a new view of you, which is going to be very fun. August 29th is our fire, roast, and trunk show, and we're going to roast Josh Sharrow.
Oh my goodness.
And we're going to have a barbecue, and there's going to be homemade goods there and people that make things. It's going to be really fun.
that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, you should make sure you come down.
When is it?
That's August 29th.
Okay.
It's going to be good. And next week we have Deb Collins from Women to Women with us, and we also have Lights of Georgia Jade, and that's Dennis Beeson's daughter.
Oh, cool.
So until next week, be real.
Stay true.
Know who you are.
Know what you believe.
Because you are the Divalution. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Joy. Thanks, Holly.
Oh my word.
The Divalution Show is a W4 Divas production, hosted by Deb St.Hilaire and produced by Josh Sharrow. All rights reserved.
Views and opinions expressed on the W4 Divas Women's Internet Radio Network are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on the W4 Divas Internet Radio Network can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you for listening to W4Divas.com.